welcome back to Bliss Beauty. Today we're going to be talking about standards required for a luxurious spa environment. Now, I know some of you are probably at a stage in your beauty career where you're thinking of leveling up. You want to move into a more luxurious working environment, and of course, that requires a certain set of standards. Now, the standards in majority of the hotels in London goes by a benchmarking system called LQA, which is Leading Quality Assurance. And there are other names for it like Forbes and Coils, but the one I am referring to is LQA. And we're going to go through a couple of the standards now just to help you prepare yourself for what is necessary in these environments. Now, in case you didn't know, my name is Nicole. I'm a freelance beauty therapist working in over 6 hotels in London, and I am predominantly a elite spa therapist, which means I provide body and facial treatments to clients or guests, as they're called in hotels. And I really enjoy it. It's something I have a natural flair for. And now I want to show you how you can improve your standards to attain success in these environments. The standards really start with yourself. It's really important to have a presentation that is immaculate. Uh, I like to start from head to toe. So from the top, I would say hair neat and tidy, clean as well, and simple. You don't want a style that's too outlandish. All I would say is keep it natural. Natural beauty is something that people can really appreciate, especially if it relates to a brand that's quite holistic, organic. It's important to kind of connect with that too. So always look clean, well put together. Ensure that you have makeup on. Now, a lot of people don't wear makeup, and I would say if your skin is clear, like there is no speck of blemish, or there's no real concern on your skin, fair enough, don't wear makeup. But for people who may look a bit dull without foundation on, definitely wear a tinted foundation or tinted moisturizer, something that will just boost your radiance so that you appear more brighter, more awake, and ensure that you wear mascara because that will really elevate your lashes, and add a lip color that will really complement your complexion. So today I'm wearing this one from Kiko. It's a slight kind of plum or rose color, which I love. And it goes with every outfit more or less. So you can easily wear something like this if you're my complexion, or lighter or darker. So after you've figured out your presentation, you've thought about the way you smell, you've got a nice floral scent going on, and your uniform is really neat and tidy and there's no creases, plus you're wearing smart shoes that don't look overworn. They actually look very presentable and they're comfortable, most importantly. Now you're ready to go and receive your client. Now, normally the guests will wait in a waiting area. That could be a lounge or it could be the reception area itself. So you will need to present yourself to that guest using open body language, speaking clearly, and calling their full name and then introducing yourself. I think it's really important to do this because it sets a very professional tone from the start, and already they know who you are and they feel initially confident that you are confident in what you're doing. So that's very important, the way you introduce yourself. Some people shake hands. I tend not to do that. I tend to just go like this. My name is Nicole, and then proceed with leading them to the treatment area. On the way to the treatment area, I always like to ask them if they would like to use the restroom, just in case they ran into their appointments late or they haven't had a chance to go yet. It's a great opportunity to ask them. So I like to do that. Once they say yes or no, if they say yes, I obviously guide them there and I wait for them outside. Now, this is very important. You shouldn't go off, because if you go off and then come back, you might miss them, they might have come out, they might be wandering around. So always just wait for them, and they won't take that long, surely, because they want to get to their treatment. Once the guest comes out, then guide them to the treatment room. When you arrive at the treatment room, it's really important to offer them a seat so that you can speak to them face to face, the consultation time. So it's important to do that. Me personally, I like to kneel down if I know it's going to be a very brief consultation, or I make sure the stool is opposite them and I'll sit opposite. And this consultation is really an opportunity again for you to just share what treatment they're having so that they are aware. Also, ensure that they're aware of the expectations for getting ready for the treatment. So, clear instructions like please remove all jewelry apart from sentimental rings like a wedding ring or engagement ring or any other kind of sentimental jewelry they might have on their hands. Also, you could make sure that they remove wristwatches. That's really important because some of these smartwatches do have phone call activation on it. So please make sure they remove that. And also get them to remove any earrings, also any facial jewelry. So that could be nose rings, anything else that might interrupt your treatment or cause you to touch it, which could cause harm. So it's always good to ask them if they can remove that. And of course, necklaces. Yeah, just some examples for you. So once you've told them to do that, highly recommend that you just talk them through the treatment quickly. So today we're going to offer you this treatment, and these are the steps, or this is how it will start. We're going to start off on this area today, and then we'll get you to turn around and we'll do the other body areas. Okay, that's a lot so far, I know, but it's so once you get into the motion of doing this, it's going to be so easy. Like so easy. So you've already advised the guest of the sequence of events that's going to take place. You've instructed them on what to take off, what to keep on in terms of their underwear. They should keep that on, of course. Next, you want to make sure that you leave them to get ready. So leaving them, it means exiting the room and then entering once they're ready. Now, you do this by knocking on the door and asking them, "May I enter?" Now, it's always good to ask because you don't want someone to feel uncomfortable if you just run in on them. And again, it's just setting that respectful tone that you appreciate their time, you're waiting for them, and you're asking them if you can re-enter. And by the way, you've already confirmed the time and duration of the treatment that was booked, so that's good. And obviously, you would have reviewed the guest form before they arrived. So that's why I keep the consultation short because you've already checked their medical conditions, you've confirmed if there's allergies, you've also checked if they have areas of concern that they want you to target or focus on more, and also if there's any areas they want you to avoid. So this is all covered in their guest intake form or treatment plan, consultation form, whatever you want to call it. It should all be noted there. Plus, you've confirmed their signature. So there's really not much for you to ask them when you go in the treatment room. It's a time for you to unwind with them, share a little bit of information about the treatment itself and how they can benefit from it, and then just get them ready. Now you know, like the initial standards to get the guest ready. I think that you should practice that going forward this week. It is a good chance for you to get used to the process of doing that over and over again, especially if you have back-to-back treatments, and you'll become more confident. You really will become more confident. Well, I hope that helps, and I will see you in my next video.